wrestling all around. No ring, no hold down. Here we go down. Feel the heat in the air. Every move, no despair. Stretching crowds everywhere. Hear the echo if you dare. Yeah, you're listening to wrestling tracks. Feel the snap. Play it back. In the spotlight we shine. Every match on the line. Hear the bell, it's our time. Moments are, that's the sign. Fly high, hit the mat, no retreat. That's a fact. Every slam, every whack. Take a breath, don't look back. History on display. Every night, every day. Feel the roar, can't delay. In this ring, we all stay. We all stay.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and a Happy New Year. Well, almost Christmas, and a Happy New Year to you. I don't want to get sued, so y'all just bear with. I'll say almost Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, you filthy animals. That is a Home Alone thing. I don't want to get sued, so yeah. And well, the rest of the tracks, everybody. David Burton is finally with me. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing alright.
Well, let's get into it, man. Where do we begin? First of all, there's
Well, why don't we get this out of the way and talk about last week of a return of Saturday night's main event.
yeah, baby.
I thoroughly enjoyed the show.
Yeah,
I thought the matches went a little bit too fast, but I thought it was good.
reminds you of old times, huh?
Yeah, it was nostalgic for me, and it was the first Saturday night's main event since 2008, and that was Jesse Ventura returned, and it was Jesse Ventura's first Saturday night's main event since July of 1990, and Jesse was on the first Saturday night's main event 40 years ago. And that made it even more nostalgic seeing Jesse Ventura there.
Yeah.
Jesse is he's still good on the mic. He's just as good now as he was way back when. It's like as if he never left.
We have a new women's women's United States champion in Chelsea Green.
Congratulations to Chelsea Green for winning her first WWE Singles Championship, defeating Mi Chen in the finals to become the first ever Women's United States champion. And what about Drew McIntyre, his one-man crusade to take out members of the original bloodline? He had a very good match with Sami Zayn. The match was really, really good. The match would have been better if they would have had given them a longer time, but it was, like I said, the matches were short, but they were good.
Yeah. Main event time, man. Cody Rhodes is still your champion. Now, after the show, there's a controversy.
Whoa. Let's not forget what he came out with.
What?
The WWE Winged Eagle WWE Championship belt.
Mm-hmm.
He came out with that championship, and it was the first time since 1998 we've seen that championship on television. The last person to have that championship was Stone Cold Steve Austin. The title had a good run for 10 years, 1988 to 1998. Hulk Hogan was the first guy to wear the championship. Steve Austin was the last person to wear the championship. It was one of Reggie Parks' best championships he ever made. And for those who are not familiar, Reggie Park is a former bodybuilder / wrestler. He made all of the WWE championship belts in the 80s and early 90s, and he also made the UFC's early championship belts. And he has since passed away, but no, his work is legendary.
Mm-hmm.
And Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, again, a short good match. The match, honestly, I thought would have been better if they would have had given more time. And Cody Rhodes did sort of cheat the win. He used the chair, hit Crossroads on Kevin
Well,
Owens.
wait a minute. The referee didn't see shit, so therefore, technically, he didn't do nothing.
Oh, I'm going the way Jesse Ventura called it. He used the chair, all right? He used the chair, and it got him the win.
Well, Jesse Ventura said for years. Jesse Ventura said it for years, man. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
That's true, too. Cody did what he needed to do. He won and retained the WWE Championship. Now, he was about to bring up what happened after the match. Kevin Owens attacked Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
And hit him with his old finishing move, the package power driver.
Yeah. And Triple H was not too happy about that. Now, this is the thing. AEW does this all the time. Power drivers all the time. But this ain't AEW. We professional around here. We don't do that shit.
Yes, and let's not forget Kevin Owens stole the championship, and he's been walking around with the championship ever since.
And let's clear up some stuff. First of all, the champion is Cody Rhodes.
True, but Kevin Owens has the Winged Eagle WWE Championship, and he said he's not giving it back until he gets a rematch for the WWE Championship. Now, there aren't any pay-per-views until February, but we do have another Saturday night's main event that's going to take place in San Antonio, Texas on January 25th. But before that, Raw is going to debut on Netflix and return to 3 hours.
Yeah, baby.
On January 6th, and they have an amazing card. Rhea Ripley will challenge Liv Morgan for the Women's Championship. CM Punk will face Seth Rollins. And it's tribal combat. The winner will be Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns. And I gotta ask the question and play devil's advocate. What role will The Rock play? Remember, it was revealed that The Rock will be on Raw January 6th, as is John Cena.
Rock probably.
And Logan Paul, who is no longer a SmackDown wrestler, he is officially on Monday Night Raw, and he will start on January 6th. And he's challenged Gunther to a World Championship match. And Gunther refused. He did not. He declined Logan Paul's challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So Logan Paul's officially on Raw. Now, what I want to know is what Logan Paul's going to do now that Gunther turned him down. And we also have new tag team champions. The War Raiders defeated the Judgment Day's J.D. McDonough and Finn Balor to win the tag team titles. And Finn Balor and J.D. McDonough no longer tag champs, which means those titles are no longer in the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Finn Balor's not happy about that, so that's going to definitely pick a fight with Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in this. See, I'm looking forward to Raw on Netflix. I'm looking forward to Saturday night's main event. And then we still got Royal Rumble on Saturday, February 1st at Lucas Oil Stadium. And of course, to go across the street to AEW, they have World's End, their next pay-per-view at the end of December.
Mm-hmm.
And John Moxley's going to have his hands full in a fatal four-way. You know, I'm not a big fan of this whole Death Riders thing. It makes no damn sense to me. It really doesn't.
I would prefer Dean Ambrose work with his wife, but hey,
She's not a wrestler. She's a backstage interviewer.
I know. But hey, by the way, to be very clear, it's all business. Marina Shafir working with John Moxley is all business.
Let's not forget, both their spouses are all in the same company. All right, Marina Shafir is married to Roderick Strong.
Now, Marina Shafir, she's beautiful, she's dangerous, but for the love of God, please don't let her talk on the mic. For the love of God. She's a very beautiful woman, very dangerous woman, but for the love of God, please don't let her talk on the microphone.
Well, let's talk about some of these matches for our World's End. Already mentioned the Fatal 4-Way. John Moxley will defend against Orange Cassidy, Jay White, and Hangman Adam Page. MJF will face Adam Cole. Mariah May will defend the AEW Women's World Championship in a Tijuana street fight against Thunder Rosa. Nosuke Takeshita will defend the AEW International Championship against Powerhouse. Chris Statlander will get a second chance at the TBS Women's Championship as she'll face Mercedes Moné. In the finals of the Continental Classic Tournament is going to take place. And the winner will be the new Continental Classic champion.
Yeah.
And there'll be the matches.
It should be good.
The whole Continental Classic thing, that's another thing that's just all over the place. It's all over the place. The whole block thing's a little unpleasantly to understand. I don't like the whole thing. WWE, like I said, and I said this before, these companies got a problem. They have one too many titles.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a one company problem, it's a multiple company problem. You know, AEW has that problem. New Japan Pro Wrestling has that problem. And of course, on January 5th, 2025, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling are going to be part of a joint show. And they are rapidly building towards that. And let's not forget, Wrestle Kingdom is approaching January 4th.
You know, I still watch what you call it, Wrestle Kingdom from what you call it. I forgot what year it is. It's 5 hours long.
That might have been, I think, 2-3 years ago. Because one of them was extremely long.
That's my go-to. I still watch that to this day. I still watch that.
Man, and let me tell you something. Last year's was amazing. Earlier this year, back in January, was amazing. And you know, I'm actually looking forward to the Royal Rumble. Because now, seeing that anybody can pop into a Royal Rumble match, even somebody from another company, just makes things a little more exciting.
Could we possibly have a New Japan Pro Wrestling appearance?
That's possible. That's possible. That is very, very. A lot of things are possible. I wouldn't put it past if it didn't happen that there was another person from another company to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble. Yeah, that's very likely. It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Again, all that does is just add to the match and make things more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's one of the most exciting pay-per-views in the entire WWE pay-per-view calendar. And who'll ever forget 2018 when we had two Royal Rumble pay-per-views in the same calendar year? Never been done before. Hasn't been done since. 50 men. A 50-man Royal Rumble. I still say Bryan Danielson's won the damn thing. For him coming out at number 1 and staying all the way to the 50th guy came out.
Oh, you talking about the Greatest Royal Rumble? Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, they don't count. Technically.
No, it counts.
The Greatest Royal Rumble? Nah.
They just don't mention it because it was a 50-man Rumble, but it counts. If you go to WWE's history page or if you go to Wikipedia, they do include it. They just don't mention it. It's because it's 50 guys. They only mention what you see on TV because it's 30.
Mm.
But it counts. I don't think Bryan Danielson's record will ever be broken. He spent the longest time in a Royal Rumble match, 1 hour and 16 minutes. Now, Gunther, I'll give him credit. In a traditional 30-man match, he's been in the ring the longest. Gunther was in the ring for 1 hour, 11 minutes. Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, 1 hour, 16 minutes.
The most unnecessary Royal Rumble entrant is Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was the champion.
2022.
Yeah.
You're talking about 2020.
Like, bro.
I didn't have a problem with that. That's kind of greedy and selfish, but
Brock.
I'm the WWE champion. I'm going to try to win the Royal Rumble, fight for the Universal title, and hold both titles.
Brock didn't need to be in the Rumble. Brock didn't need to be in the Rumble match. What the hell? Bruh.
Remember, Charlotte did the same thing in 2022. She was the SmackDown Women's Champion. She entered the Rumble match to win the Rumble in an attempt to win the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, she did not win because Ronda Rousey would go on to win, which was one of the worst Royal Rumbles they've done. That 2022 Men's Royal Rumble was terrible. The females wasn't good neither, but it was better than the men's. Oh, 2018 was the last really good Rumble from start to finish. Now, I'm not saying the other Rumbles wasn't good. There's been other Rumbles since 2018 that had some good matches, but as far as from the beginning of the show to the very end of the show, 2018 was the last really good Rumble, where every match was good on that show. The handicap match for the WWE title, AJ Styles and Kevin Owens. The Women's Royal Rumble, which was the first time they did it. The Men's Royal Rumble, which was amazing. Mm-hmm. The Universal Championship or Triple Threat match, you had Monster versus Machine versus Beast, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and Kane. There were some amazing matches on that show. And I don't get it. It's like JBL still does not talk about what he's been doing with damn Nick Nemeth. And you know what's funny? Ever since he's been in TNA, he hasn't spoke at all.
No, you know who hasn't spoken that I would like to speak? That's getting on my damn nerves. Scarlett.
She speaks.
No, I ain't heard her say a word. The only time she spoke is when what you call it, she attached in her locker in their locker room, and Cross asked her what happened, and she said somebody attacked her. That's the only time she said something.
Bro, she spoke a couple of times. She
She
spoke more times than Bradshaw's been in TNA, I can tell you that much. But she spoke a bunch of times.
mm-hmm.
Shit, I still didn't see SmackDown. I saw the solo thing with Drew McIntyre and then Jimmy Uso coming out and attack. Oh, well, I saw that whole thing, the whole 6-man match, and I saw everything that happened before that, and I saw the women's tag title match. So Bianca Belair is lucky she got a pass. That Naomi offered to help her defend the titles. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last before they take those belts off of her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was for one night, but I'm interested to see how long that's going to last. But for now, Jade Cargill is still the champion. Bianca Belair does not want to lose those tag team titles. And will it ever be revealed who attacked Jade Cargill? I think they will over time, which I'm hoping they do. I think it would be booking malpractice for them to do that and not make a story out of that. And they've done stuff like that in the past. You know, they'll have somebody get attacked and then they'll just abruptly end it and don't go nowhere with it. And other companies have done things like that too. But I have a lot of faith in Triple H. I think he's doing a tremendous job. And definitely the WWE is definitely going to be a different place. And Vince ain't in the picture. And the man's been doing a damn good job.
I missed the NXT kickoff thing. Dang it!
The what?
The NXT kickoff at the headquarters.
Oh, you mean the Raw kickoff, not
Yeah.
the NXT kickoff. I was like, what are you talking about?
You know what I meant, damn it.
Yeah, they need to stop saying that. Kickoff. Just call it a press conference, because that's what it is. They don't even call it a press conference anymore. They call it a kickoff. And which is stupid. Is that they call their pre-shows kickoff. Like, come on. Make it make sense.
Well, shit, you know what we mean. Then we look, we get know you know what we mean. Shit, we get know.
I get it, but they need to make things make sense. I mean, come on. That's honestly, not everybody is going to think that. You know, there's going to be some people out there, and they're going to be like, a kickoff? What is it, a pay-per-view? Because normally the word kickoff is associated with a pay-per-view. So if you call something else a kickoff, it's going to confuse people. And there are people out there that's going to think like that. So you got to make it make sense. If it's a press conference, call it a damn press conference and don't confuse people. Just like what they're doing with these damn titles. The World Heavyweight Championship. When they said that, people automatically assumed the old World Heavyweight Championship that was associated with the big gold belt. And that's not the case. It's a brand new championship with a brand new title lineage using the same name that was used for another title years ago. Call it a new title. Don't confuse people. That's my issue with them. That's something they need to stop doing and they need to fix. Because Because that's like, for example, if I stopped watching WWE for a couple of years and I get back into it, and then I heard the word World Heavyweight Championship, I'm immediately going to assume, oh, they brought back the big gold belt, and then I see this nonsense. So, yeah, it's just going to confuse people. Make it make sense. That's the thing. You gotta make sense. And it just doesn't go for wrestling. It goes for every form of entertainment. It's like that about life in general. Things need to make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know. I hate to be political, but, like, not for a felon, for example.
You sound good, but you got no choice but to because of wrong.
Well, for the next 4 years, yeah.
That's how you sound right now.
I have no choice, though, yeah.
I pulled a Paul Heyman on you, see? Like, it's gotta make sense. That's why Paul Heyman took so long to come back. Because I remember he did a Q&A for Comic-Con, and I was watching it on YouTube, and 3 people asked him the same question. When are you coming back? When are you coming back? And he was like, it's not time for me to come back. I'll come back when it makes sense. Like, things have to make sense. When it's time for me to come back, I'll come back. But as of right now, I am not going to be back on TV. He was like, when I'm used for my full capabilities. And CM Punk versus Roman Reigns is going to be an interesting match.
Huh.
But I think Paul will remain loyal to Roman Reigns. Just like he did with Lesnar.
I smell a double cross once again.
No, he double crossed Lesnar. Well, he got kicked out of the bloodline by Roman Reigns, goes back to Brock Lesnar, double crosses him, and goes back to Roman Reigns.
I mean, let's keep it real. Has Paul Heyman not betrayed people in the past?
Oh, of course.
And can you honestly say he won't do it in the future?
Well, he already did it, and yeah, I can see him doing it again. Yeah.
The question is when.
That's a very good question.
Because he's going to, and in the far back of your mind, he's going to. The question is when.
And who?
Yeah.
That's another important thing is who. Who's going to be that person or persons? It'd be really crazy if he turned on Roman and went with Solo. And what role will The Rock play? If The Rock does not get involved, that would be booking malpractice.
Well, technically...
Now, he's scheduled to be on that episode's Raw. He has to be involved in some way, shape, or form.
Now, people forgetting there's Tribal Chief and then there's High Chief. If you want to go further in this thing, there's Tribal Chief and then there's High Chief.
Well, High Chief is over the Tribal Chief.
So, Tribal Chief is nice. Tribal Chief is wonderful. But everybody's forgetting there's High Chief, which is the top. You can't get no higher than the High Chief. Everybody's forgotten about that.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, back in 2004, when The Rock went to Samoa, The Rock went back to Samoa, and the elders made him a tribal chief back 2004. It's a documentary on the network, I believe. it documented on the network back in 2004. So technically, The Rock is the tribal chief.
That is true. Man, let me tell you something. If The Rock does get involved, he's going to go to whoever he decides to go to. That's what's going to happen with that. He's going to be like, you know what? The person I help, that's the person I think should be the tribal chief.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, this guy Solo was like, you can keep your guys out of the match, and I'll keep my guys out of the match. And it can be just the two of us man to man. Even though the match is no DQ, do you really think that's going to happen?
There's a possibility.
Like, somebody's going to have the itch. Somebody's going to, like, you know what? I'm going to come out here anyway. That's what that is.
That is a big possibility.
It was like, all right, we can't stay backstage anymore. We got to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
I'll tell you a fact, though. The Wrestling Tracks brought to you by Back Deliveries and More LLC. We put the D in delivery. You want more information? You have a CDL license and you want more information? You can call 888-71-BACK-UP. That's 888-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. We got backup.com for all your information.
Looks like it's time for us to split.
Yes, sir. By the way, check this out. Later on down the road, New Year's Eve, we got not one but two special episodes. Part one of your special New Year's broadcast. David Burton will be with me for the first half. We're just going to shoot the breeze. And I'm going to say the best match of the year for later, but we're going to just count it down. The best moments of 2024, the good, the bad, the ugly of 2024, and the man himself, the man that makes Wrestling Tracks possible, my vice president, C12, Chris Raystraw. The guy that makes Wrestling Tracks possible will be joining me that night for Wrestling Tracks, our annual best matches of the year 2024. As we count it down.
Yes, the best matches of the year. Matches from multiple places. TNA, WWE, AEW, and everything else in between.
Including Ring of Honor presented by AEW.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And of course, those matches will feature some of the biggest stars in the business.
So that'll be December 31st. We're going to come on at, I believe you said, 5, something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So we'll see you guys soon. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you later.
Take care, everybody, and be safe.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. See ya.
Like we shine, every match on the line. Hear the bell. can't delay. In this ring, we all stay. We all stay.